Once upon a time in a distant land, there lived a very clever fox. One day he was strolling in the forest and saw a crow sitting on a tree branch. The crow had a piece of cheese in his beak. The fox wanted to eat that cheese very much, but he couldn't get it out of the crow's beak. So he started to think of a plan. After a while, he came up with an idea. He went up to the crow and said, "Your voice must be as beautiful as your feathers are black. Please sing for me." The crow was very proud. He opened his mouth wide and started to sing, but as soon as he did, the cheese fell down and the fox quickly grabbed it and ate it. Then he said to the crow, "You really have a beautiful voice. It was worth it." And with that, he went away. The crow was very upset. He couldn't believe that he had been tricked by the fox. But what could he do? The fox was too clever. There was no way to get his cheese back. So he just watched the fox go away. Once upon a time, a little rabbit was sitting on a nearby tree stump and saw the whole thing. He knew how clever foxes are, so he wasn't surprised at all. After the fox had gone, the rabbit hopped down from the stump and went up to the crow. He said, "My dear friend, why don't you share your food with your friends? You could have given some cheese to me, and I would have shared my nuts with you." The crow was still upset about losing the cheese, but he knew that the rabbit was right. It would have been better if he had shared his food. So he said, "Next time I will remember not to trust a fox." The rabbit nodded his head and they both went their separate ways. Once upon a time, a deer was grazing in the forest. She had a beautiful pair of antlers. One day a hunter came up to her and asked, "May I take one of your antlers for my wife's hair?" The deer was very proud. She opened her head high and said, "Of course you can. It will look beautiful in her hair." But when she did, the hunter quickly grabbed one of her antlers and ran away. The deer was very upset, but there was nothing she could do. The hunter was too quick. She couldn't catch him. So friends, this is the story of the deer and the hunter. Don't trust flatterers. They only want to harm you. If someone is praising you too much, then be careful. They may want to trick you. Always be careful around flatterers.